All right, we found it, the Tool Museum. This is the home of the world's largest lawnmower. So right there, Evan's demonstrating us the size of a normal lawnmower. And this is the world's largest. So it looks like it might be a little hard to actually mow your lawn with this.
Have a boost.
The man who owns the museum actually built this himself, and it weighs over 4,000 pounds. They got a cool little makeshift fountain here. Oh, it says, please check backyard for Herb. You must be Herb. It took you how long to build this?
A year and a half.
Wow, you built it all by yourself?
All by myself. I built a set of rollers. They're over there. We roll the steel.
So what gave you the idea to open up a tool museum?
Oh, it was a necessity. My first wife was sick and I had to stay home to look after her. So I just put my collection together and we opened up a museum.
Oh, so you've been collecting tools for a while then?
Oh yeah, 50 years.
This is homemade kind of wood splitter that apparently only works when it feels like it. Now this is the way to split wood. Oh, our tour guide is grabbing something for the kids. What could it be?
When I was about your age, I had one of these on my bicycle.
Wow.
And it ran on the wheel.
It's gonna go, it's gonna go. Woohoo! Now we're heading into the backyard to see what he's got hidden here.
Ow.
You built this yourself?
Yeah.
Homemade bulldozer. How cool is that? Oh, who's Harry?
He was a homesteader here. And I looked after him for a lot of years, and then when he passed away, his sister gave me some money, and this is how we built the building.
Look at this. Every tool you can imagine.
Chainsaws. If you've seen a chainsaw with that kind of chain, it was before 1950. And then in 50, they came out with a round tooth chain. So.
He's just telling us that this is a gas-driven skill saw, and it was for back in the days when people were building their houses up here and they didn't have electricity. So that right there is an old signal. And what?
It banged on the side of the truck all the time. But it hung down, and then when you wanted to use it, that would be a right-hand turn, and that would be a left-hand turn.
Really?
Yeah.
So see how it works is there's a chain here, right there, and there was a hole drilled in the cab, and they would just lift it up.
See, that works itself down as you're drilling a hole.
Okay.
And it feeds itself down.
So it's a drill press.
It's a drill press.
And it's cordless. According to our guide, all the tools here are cordless.
It works.
This is a power hacksaw from the 30s.
I had...
One little sucker. Cut, 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 cut.
Ah, nice.
If you worked in an eggplant back in the 40s, they'd probably have 2 or 3 of these or 4 of them. This is extra large, that's medium and small. So wherever your egg happened to fall, it would trip it into the right compartment, and then that would put in the extra large egg. Or what this is.
Oh, what is that?
Anyhow, you climb up on the roof of your old homestead, you drop this down into the chimney through the fireplace, and when you pull it up the chimney, it cleaned the chimney.
This is a garden tractor from the 20s.
1925 on, flex set.
And it looks really easy to start. Look at the oil bubbling there. Whoa, what is this?
That's a set of tongs. This is a crosscut saw. That's how they started with a crosscut saw. Then they went to drag saws, then they went to chainsaws, and then they went to what they call faller bunchers.
And the old loggers actually used these?
Yeah, this is how they first started cutting trees with a crosscut saw.
Oh, this looks like it's a cordless.
You'd have a first, yeah, it is.
So I just grab one on here. Oh yeah, piece of cake.
First started, the blade went back, and you drop it down into the wood.
Well, that looks a little bit easier.
My grandfather said it was the best thing he ever bought. He'd cut off a block, move it over, and when it was cutting the second block, he'd split the first one.
You loggers, you should appreciate the new chainsaws. This looks a little difficult. What is that for?
shearing sheep. And one guy would crank it, and the other guy it's on knuckles, and you just take it down and shear sheep.
Yeah. So that's how you shear your sheep in the old days.
Grass.
This is an old weed eater.
Famous. It was patented in 1905. Cheese came in square boxes, so you had to put your block of cheese in there, set your thickness, and then the little wire would come along and cut it.
This is what the farmers used to make rope.
So, anyhow, the more string you put on the hook, if I put 3 or 4 layers of string, I get a big heavy rope. And you had to know how long you wanted it. This was put on a buggy or sleigh 25, 50, 100 feet away. So once you knew what you wanted, it was just a matter of somebody running back and forth across the barnyard and threading it. If you had a great big long rope, it's going to tangle on you. So they had a little fork they'd put in here and walk down with it. Somebody would walk down and keep the rope on nice and easy. And if it was rope making day, they'd probably have a coal oil lamp going or a little campfire. And they'd burn off all the hairs and make it nice and smooth. Then they would do what they called splicing. They'd back splice it into itself and put an eye hook in it, a steel ring, or whatever they're going to use it for. Whereas I'm just going to tie it up.
This is definitely the largest collection of hand tools I've ever seen. That makes a really nice wallpaper.
Vacuum, but
That was a 1936 mini handheld vacuum cleaner. Yep.
Sounds like a 747.
I wouldn't have used that either. Oh, so you could knit your own socks with that. Yeah, Monique, you ever think about being a good woman and knitting your own socks? You might want to look into one of these.
You don't even want to see me sew a button on.
Pencil. You put your pencil in there and it just turns and whittles it off.
That is a 1906 pencil sharpener.
What do you got?
A lightning adding machine.
5 and 4 is 9. 7 is 16.
Okay, that is interesting.
This was patented in 1925. You put it on your water tap. You fill up the jug full of milk. Turn on the tap. The water motor spins around and makes you butter or your whipped cream.
1959 television. Do you guys think you'd enjoy watching one of those? I don't think you could play your Xbox on it though.
No.
Well, thanks for the tour, Herb. So, people want to come visit you. Where are you located?
Number 91 Deep Creek Road.
Just outside Enderby?
Between Enderby and Salmon Arm. 97B, Highway 97B.
Are you open year-round?
Year round.
What's the hours?
9 to 5, Wednesday to Sunday.
Oh, and if people want to call for information, what's the number?
250-832-2506.
Thanks for the tour. We'll see you next time.
Okay, thank you.